Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play some Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Last time we managed to go ahead and beat up some trainers, and you're probably thinking, so random dude the fourth? I know it's been a while since you last recorded, but why are you here all the way in Gateon Port? Well, there's a simple answer for that. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this is post-commentated, so if I say things and then they don't happen immediately, well, that's why. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and move this bridge around over here, because there's quite a few things that we need to collect that I didn't collect in Gateon Port. A couple of important things and some not so important things. Speaking of not so important things, we have some Pokeballs. Yes, 3 Pokeballs. One more than, well, never mind, anyway. So, welcome to the lighthouse. There's not really much here. There's something of use here now besides this potion, but we'll get to that in a little bit, and then we'll use this lighthouse much later for something far later into the game. But we have a Paralyze heal. Paralyze, something. I don't know. Anyway, up the stairs we go. And there's nothing really important here. It's just some items and various junk and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and take this time to tell you about what I've been doing the last 3 months. So, over the last 3 months, I've done quite a few things. I've attempted to record this episode so many times, only to have it not export right, and all kinds of crazy crap to happen. And you want to know what the problem was? My progressive mode was turned on, and it needed to be turned off. It's that simple. It's really ridiculous. So, yeah, as you'll notice, it's a lot smoother, and hopefully it won't, cut out in the middle of the episode like it has done the first 3 episodes. And we have a pointless item that we will sell later on. Because, well, we don't really need awakenings, because you can just call Pokemon Awake for free. Only $9.99. No. Anyway, so, let's see. I've gotten a job. I'm gainfully employed once more at a small little local pizza place called Horton's Pizza Plus. It's a fun little place to be. I've learned a lot about kitchen work within the last couple months, actually, because it's just been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of busyness too. It's a lot of difficult work, especially if you have no experience in restaurant business. But I've learned quite a bit. I've learned how to prep things. I've learned how to use deep fryers. I've learned how to, cook things, know what right temperatures are. And we're gonna come up to this lady over here. You there? You look like a trainer to me. Somebody give me a wiggly tail Pokemon. I'll test it out on ya. That's like a weird mix of Arnold Schwarzenegger and a Scottish guy. Anyway, Calvin Klein's gonna. Oh wait, that's Krillin. You have a beautiful language. No. Anyway, we got ourselves a Zubat in Virginia, and we got ourselves a Jolteon and a Teddiursa. So yes, and you're probably thinking, oh hey look, Vegeta, the scatter's activating. That's right, because we have a Shadow Pokemon. We got Virginia. Virginia is an okay Pokemon. It's a dark normal type, especially weak to fighting, and its evolved form Itenia is pretty good at attacking, pretty much. So it has some good physical attack, has some pretty decent speed. It's an all-around, it's kind of a physical attacker, but there are better ones, but it's not too bad considering the fact that it's like a really common Pokemon. So yeah, that Zubat died just like the other infinite number of Zubats. Then we're gonna go ahead and Shadow Blitz the thing. It's like Shadow Blitz. Now you'll notice that it's not very effective. And this guy is also gonna attack my guy, it's not very effective either. The reason being is because Shadow Pokemon are actually weak, or strong against Shadow moves. That makes sense. Whereas against every other type, it's super effective. So that just kind of makes sense in general. I'm going to turn down my volume on my end, so that way I'm not talking louder and yelling in your guys' ears unconsciously. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and weaken down this Virginia here. Going to go ahead and attempt to catch this thing, see if we can catch it or not. And this is a new move, Shadow Hold. It's basically Mean Look. Kind of pointless considering the fact that at this point in the game we only have 2 Pokemon. So we wouldn't be able to switch them out even if we wanted to. So, fail on the AI there. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and try and figure out what we want to do here. Just going to go ahead and weaken it a bit before we attempt to catch this thing. Because you always want to weaken Pokemon, that's basic Pokemon knowledge. Let's see, any more work stories? Well, like I said, I've learned quite a bit. We used to sell chicken there. Although we don't sell any chicken in there anymore. We sell chicken strips, but it's a bit different. But, it's a lot of fun. I could not for the life of me figure out how to work our chicken box. You know, like how you just unfold a box and just like to put chicken in there, I for the life of me could not figure out how to unfold it and then close the box. And once I figured it out, it was like a really simple thing. That's just one of those things. I can do like what most people consider complicated things, but the simplest tasks just confuse me. And it's a bit ironic actually. But anyway, we got ourselves a Puchinia. Another level 10 Pokemon. It's kind of but you know, it's not bad per se, you know. It's like the Pokemon was too weak. And that's a lady. And we got money! Money for winning! Yes! Money! I love money. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Money! But anyway, what was that all about? I joined the organization because they said to give me a strong Pokemon, something that's not like the usual ones. Well, what was so tough about that? I was conned. Indeed you were, madam. Indeed you were. Strange to call that person a madam, but it is indeed a female. So, we're just going to explore. Look at that view. That view is gorgeous. It's pretty good for GameCube standards. But anyway, we're going to go down the elevator because, well, there's no point in seeing all the lighthouse again if we just pass there. And plus it's faster. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've done a lot of things there at Horton's. Learned a lot of new things. Let's see. Got some funny work stories to tell. If you've never worked in a restaurant before, well, let's just say you get some pretty interesting experiences, usually from customers or other people. But before we get into that, we're going to talk to this guy over here, because he's kind of important too. Oi, welcome youngster. No words need to be spoken, no questions need to be asked. We shall battle, yes? Indeed. Oi, good answer, lad. A battle with a feisty lad is one to be savoured. Let's go. I was accidentally redundant, but I don't care, because my name is Casual Guy Kyle. Seal. Siley. Wiley. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but anyway, here's a Taillow and a Ladybug. We got ourselves a Jolteon. One of those times where I really wish we had an electric type move. Still kind of annoying that we don't have an electric type move. And a Scatter's going off again. Because we got yet another Shadow Pokemon. That's right, everybody. It's 2 for 1 this episode. 2 Shadow Pokemon for the price of an episode. Because we got ourselves a Ladybug. Ladybug's not really that good of a Pokemon. I passed one up in the Nuzlocke challenge, in case you forgot about that. Because, well, Ladybug kind of sucks. It's a bug flying type, and its stats are pretty mediocre. There's really nothing special about this guy. He's kind of meh. I mean, there's like a whole Twitch plays Pokemon, you know, thing about him. He's Hyper Bug, because, you know, he likes to use Hyper Beam, or at least Sledian does. But even so, it's still not that powerful. It has a really crappy... It just has crappy stats. That's all I can say about it. It's really nothing special. But anyway, because it's part of the game, we must capture this Ladybug, so as to complete the game. So, even though we don't really want a Ladybug, I have no choice, by the game's standards, or at least for completionist's sake, but to catch this Ladybug. So anyway, we got ourselves more Shadow Blitzing. That's a surprise. More Shadow Blitzing. Shadow Blitzing. Shadow Blitz. So, basically, the reason why this episode is post-commentated is simply because I forgot to hit the record button with the audio, or with the microphone part. Elgato Capture software, you have the option to, you know, the game audio, but you usually have to click on the microphone audio to be recorded. And I forgot to do that this time. And so I just recorded an entire episode, me talking away, but for no reason, because it didn't record. So, yeah, we got a lot of Shadow Blitzing going on here. It's pretty boring, nothing really too special about that. Just tackle attacks not being very effective. I think at this point I'm debating about capturing them or not. So, that's what we're going to tackle. Yep, there we go. See, we're using Teddiursa's Storm because Teddiursa is not going to do that much damage to it, or unless we want to kill it, which we don't want to kill it. An important thing I want to mention is that, unlike in Pokemon Colosseum, Pokemon XD, you can have an infinite number of tries to capture any Shadow Pokemon. Not just certain ones, but any of them. And I will go over that system later when it becomes relevant. So anyway, we defeated Casual Guy, Kyle, something. Would you lose? No, sir. No, sir. Indeed, I would not. No, sir. Thank you, Mr. Blinken. No. Anyway, so we captured a Ladybug and it joined our party. Too bad. I guess I lost that one. That machine you have in your arm. It's quite a get up. The way the light's pulsing on is mighty impressive, whatever it is. Oh, I thought for a second there that he had taken my Pokemon. I did take your Pokemon, sir. And believe me, that's more of a favor to you than it is to me. Because, well, Ladybug sucks. So, we're moving along. And that's all there really is to do in Gateon Port. But it's important to get those as soon as you can. I completely forgot about the Puchinia there. In my multiple attempts to record this episode, I got the Ladybug. But I forgot about the Puchinia being on top of the lighthouse. So, we got the Puchinia. And we're gonna go ahead and heal our Pokemon because, well, even though Ladybug sucks, Ladybug needs to be healed. So, oh, and Puchinia too. So, there we go, Pokemon Center. Yes, it's the Pokemon Center. We all know what they do. I don't know why I'm taking forever on this. It's like, yes, I would like to heal your Pokemon. No, I just literally thought of this. I don't know why I didn't think of it until just now. Okay. This might be well, actually, no, it's not really spoilers, because it happens in the first area of the game. Okay. So, if you remember from the Pokemon HQ lab, to heal your Pokemon, there's a healing machine there. You go up and you put them in there yourself and you heal your Pokemon. Okay. And it just made me think of something. Nurse Joy, or whatever the equivalent is in this game, is completely pointless. I mean, all she does is just take you through some dialogue. Would you like me to heal your Pokemon? Please come again. You know, she doesn't need to move. It just automatically goes over to the healing machine. And it's just like, boop. There you go. Pokemon healed. Oh, by the way, that's another thing I learned how to do over the last month or so. I learned how to snap. Check this out. Yeah, that's me snapping. I figured out how to do that. I don't know why it took 22 years for me to figure out how to snap my fingers, but I guess it did. And I had a cut on my finger. Yeah, that's one of those other things I've learned how to do, or that I've gotten during my months at Hortons, is knife cuts. Not serious ones. Not like any of them where I have to have stitches or like I'll have a lot of loss of blood, but kind of those annoying less than an inch, you know, cuts on your finger that just stings if you keep messing with it. But anyway, that's the shadow monitor letting you know that a Pokemon is fully purified. And so now, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Ladybug, so that way they can get purified too. So, we're going to go ahead and head on our way into here and continue our battles from last time. Yes, months ago whenever we defeated those first two trainers, and now we will fight this old lady. Well, let this old woman come to the aid of the bit of a Pokemon. Yes, are you ready to begin? Yes, I am. Our battle attendant. I'm eager to find out. I'm not gonna do that again. Matron Lady. Let's see what they did there. Matron Lady would like to battle, and she sends out a Cacnea. That's not too bad of a Pokemon. And a Slugma. Anyway, we got ourselves Puchinia, which is more of an Pokemon than those two, and a Ladybug, which is just a bigger So, as you can imagine, we're gonna be Shadow Blitzing all through here, just because they're newly caught Shadow Pokemon, and that's just something you're just gonna have to deal with in this game. It's like as soon as you catch your Shadow Pokemon, you're just gonna be spamming Shadow moves. It's like spam a crap out of Shadow moves. It's like bam, 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 Shadow Blitz, Shadow Blitz, Shadow Blitz, Shadow Blitz, all over again. Meanwhile, I'm snapping my fingers a lot. I don't know why I tend to do that, but anyway, we got ourselves Ember. Like I'm a fire. And because it's silly, it didn't attack my Ladybug, which would be the actual intelligent solution to that. And we got ourselves more Shadow Blitzing. Yay! We love Shadow Blitzing. Because I haven't seen this animation enough times. It's like, BAM! You're dead. Like, BAM! Well, okay. Yeah, I give Shadow Blitz a lot of crap. But to be fair, it's a lot better than seeing Shadow Rush. Literally the only Shadow move used over and over and over again. And it being kind of a mediocre move, and then also taking damage from it. So, you know, it's kinda So, I guess I shouldn't be complaining too much about that. I'm complaining a lot in this episode, I don't know why. But, let's go ahead and turn this on a more positive outlook. So, me and Hillary have been together for 2.5 years now. Soon to be 3 this February, which is always nice. Oh dear me, oh my. So I got $256 for winning, because I got money! Yes. Silent Senior 09, that's just for you, pal. Why, you're an impressive young lad. That Pokemon something or another, oh yes, I should tell you this useful bit of information. I hear that if a Pokemon has a closed heart, it's good to keep it with you. Rather than keeping it in a PC storage system, you should just walk around with it. And that's basically hinting that, oh yeah, you should probably walk around with Pokemon. And we got some burn heals. Yeah, I better have a burn heal. Yeah. Thank you, Blaine. Anyway. At times, an ordinary old man, at others, a plain senior citizen. That was kind of redundant. But my true identity is a legendary trainer. Egan beat me. And I'm just Kron. And we shall have a hot battle because you're Shadow Pokemon. Bring it on! Yes. He's a legendary trainer that has only been beaten by Egan. And he has crappy Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of something that they should do. Have like old people have like really good Pokemon just because, you know, they're old people. You know, if this is like I mean, I understand for the game's development design sake that yeah, they have to have weak Pokemon because we have weak Pokemon. But you know, I mean, like we should be able to like face Egan later on whenever he has like all of his Pokemon. And apparently we're healing Puchinia because Puchinia is about to die. So anyway, I haven't been really talking about the game that much. We have a Horsey and an Abra. Abra is about to freak the crap out of me because he's about to kill Ladybug. Yeah. Thunder Punch was not expected. Shadow Blitz, however, is expected. And he's so weak, he didn't kill an Abra, who has crappy defenses. And it was super effective. So, yeah. Our defenses fell because of a Leer, because that Horsey Seahorse can make it look at us angrily. Yes, Fire Punch. I'll fire him a Fire Punch. Which should have been aimed at Ladybug, but because he's silly, he did not. And because he's silly, he died. That's what you get for being silly, Abra. Abra, abracadabra. Because you're abracadabra. Abracadabra. Okay, I should stop singing songs by... I don't even know who sings that song. Future me, go ahead and put the artist of that song, because I don't really remember who that is. So anyway, yeah, we have a Shroomish now. If we had any bug or flying type attacks, that Shroomish should be no problem, but we don't. Not yet. But we will. Just not right now. Which would be really useful for it. But, hey, I'm getting a Skype call while I'm doing a post-recording. I'm going to go ahead and decline that for the time being. Because, sorry people at Shrek, I'm not going to go ahead and take a Skype call at the moment. Probably going to go ahead and play Cards Against Humanity. So, I'll go ahead and get back with you guys later. But as for now, we're dealing with Absorb. Yes. Let's play pro tip number 5, I think I'm at now. Close Skype whenever you're trying to record. Otherwise, they will interrupt you. And because this is post-commentary, normally I say, oh, I'll just be right back and let them know I'm recording. But since this is post-commentary, I can't do that. Because I have to continuously play the thing, and I'm breaking like the 4th wall here. Well, actually, it's not really the 4th wall. What kind of wall is that? Because, you know, if I'm talking to you guys about the game, obviously you guys know that this is a video game. This is a story. So, we're already breaking the 4th wall. So, is there like some kind of metaphysical wall that I'm mentioning? You know, because it's like a metaphysical wall about mentioning editing and the Let's Playing process. Is that some kind of like its own 4th wall? Or is it like some kind of metaphysical wall? Is it the 5th wall? I don't know. Now we're just kind of getting too deep and too meta right now. So we're just going to go ahead and pretend I didn't say that. And we get money for winning. Yes, money. It dismays me to see that Shadow Pokemon have appeared again. It's a sad world that we live in. Here's a little something that may hasten how quickly Shadow Pokemon open their hearts to you. Adam obtained the cologne case. It's a case to hold the scents for giving cologne massages to Pokemon. I'm told that a scented cologne massage helps ease the open the hearts of Pokemon. Rub down your Pokemon gently when you use that cologne case. I'm pretty sure you're not using the cologne case to give massages to Pokemon. But yes, that is the 4th method in order to open the hearts to Pokemon with Shadow Pokemon. You can just go ahead and buy cologne cases or cologne scents, so that way they can go ahead and open their doors easier. So if you have a Pokemon that you really don't want on your party, a little bit, then you can go ahead and just spam the crap out of massage colognes, and then just go ahead and open their door to their hearts. So, right now, this would be normally the time when I go ahead and cut out and say I'll be right back, heal on my Pokemon, but because it's a post-commentary and I'm kind of into the commentating mood, screw that. We're just gonna go ahead and keep talking, because I'm the Let's Player and I can do that. So, ha 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 ha. So, we got a little bit more time here, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of a couple more things. We got about, I'd say about 5 minutes of this video left. Spoiler alert, there's 5 minutes of the video. Well, actually, it's not really a spoiler alert for you guys, because you guys will be able to see how much the video has left anyway. Adam, welcome. Welcome, Adam. Your starter Pokemon should be ready to open the door after battles you've waged getting here. Now I shall be your opponent. And here is my partner, the one Pokemon that I caught as my first, and has stayed with me ever since. Go, Pikachu! Off we go to our first battle in 5 years. Let's keep things tight. Hey, it's Myth Trainer Egan. I wonder what Pokemon he's gonna use. Alright, well speaking of this Pikachu, alright, here's a couple things that I have very interesting to think about this Pikachu. Alright, in the first game of Pokemon Coliseum, you fight against Egan, and his Pikachu's like level 30 something. Okay. And now he's level 12, 5 years later. Okay, and many of you guys are thinking, oh. Okay, thank you. Many of you guys are thinking, oh, well, okay. You know, the Pikachu, obviously, you know, this is a different Pikachu. No, he just got done explaining that this is the same exact Pikachu. So how did Pikachu get from level 30 to level 12? Because it's the same exact Pikachu. Well, my theory is that I guess Pokemon get old, I suppose. You know, maybe they have a peak, and then they go down in levels. You know, I mean, that's a possible theory, and our Ladybug just died, which kind of sucks. But, so that just made me think, you know, maybe that's why Ash's Pikachu kind of gets weak at the beginning of each series. Is because of the fact that maybe it's getting older, and, well, you know, it's not in its prime anymore. Or maybe it just takes long vacations between each series, and so therefore it kind of acts like a derp and trying to get back into the swing of things. Anyway, we got Jolteon is level 13. You know, not too bad. We can appreciate that. And we defeated Myth Trainer Egan without really talking about much of the battle. So, there you go. Oh, bravo, I say, bravo! And Adam got $1,200 for winning! Winning! My goodness, it was a white-hot experience, our battle. Oh, now I take forever trying to hit the A button. And to defeat my Pikachu, that takes real skill even though it's level 12. Pikachu! Now it's time to see how your Shadow Pokemon is doing. Ah, this Pokemon is on the verge of opening its heart to you. You've done a good job looking after it. Now you should be able to use the power of the Relic Stone to finally open out Shadow Pokemon's heart completely. Yes. So, just go to the Relic Stone. If it's shining green like that, that means that your Pokemon's ready to be purified. Just hit the A button to it, go to the applicable Pokemon, which is Teddiursa, and watch the scene. Teddiursa opened the door to its heart. Teddiursa regained the move Return. Teddiursa regained the move Refresh, and it gained 648 experience points. This is when all the experience in battle, all the battles that it has participated in, it will come out all at once right here. So it'll gain usually a couple levels or so, except now it didn't, so there you go. And it gained a ribbon, and you can nickname it just as if you caught it yourself. So I decided to go ahead and nickname the Pokemon in this series. Because, you know, in the Nuzlocke challenge, I kind of liked nicknaming my Pokemon near the end there. So it's like, alright, let's go ahead and nickname all the Pokemon that I catch so far. Except for Jolteon. So we have ourselves, as soon as I get done with this. Go ahead and go faster past me. Moonbear. That is what I shall nickname this guy, because he has a moon on his head. Unfortunately, Moonbear's not going to be a permanent member of my team. I'm gonna have a good team member, and I have a good idea as to who I want on my team. But Teddy Ursa and its Evolve 4 Nurturing is not one of those Pokemon. This is a cause for celebration. You've successfully purified your first Shadow Pokemon without incident. Still, one cannot be too happy, not with the knowledge of Professor Crane's abduction. You see, he was a frequent visitor to Agate up to several years ago. He was conducting extensive research into the Relic Stone, you see. He said that it was for completing an entirely new purifying system that his friend thought up. I wonder where the kidnappers have made off with Professor Crane. It must be worrisome for you too.
About that abduction, dear, didn't you need to mention what Vander saw?
Oh yes, that's right. I need to tell you about Vander. We have a friend by the name of Vander who lives in Mount Battle, which is a place for training of trainers. That's not redundant at all. Vander claims to have seen a sinister characters out in the desert where few people dare to tread. Sounds intriguing, yes? Mount Battle is to the northeast. Be sure to visit it.
Hit.
Anyway, so, without all ado, oh yes, Adam, may I have your P-Star DA number? Adam gave the P-Star DA number to Egan. Fine, if I hear anything, I'll be certain to get in touch with you. Alright, so now with all that's done, we're gonna go ahead and end things off here. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for dealing with my hiatus. I am very sorry for my hiatus. You had a lot of technical stuff come up. I've had a lot of life stuff and all kinds of junk. But thank you all for dealing with it. And I will go ahead and see you guys next time with my Skype ringtone. So long, everybody. God bless.